Hey guys, I'm going to go over the questions from the quick check from last week so that if you need any help on any of them, you can watch this video. So number one said to solve the inequality 5m plus 17 is greater than 12. The first thing we would have done is subtract 17 on both sides since our variable's already on the left. That would have given us 5m is greater than negative 5. And then we would have divided both sides by 5. So we get m is greater than negative 1, which was answer B. Number 2, the inequality was 8 times 7 minus y is less than 16. Our first step would have been to distribute. We get 56 minus 8y is less than 16. And then we're going to subtract 56 on both sides to get negative 8y is equal to a negative 40. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 8. Not an equal sign. That would be a less than sign. And when we divide both sides by a negative, we have to flip the sign, and we get y is greater than 5, which the answer would be D. For number 3, it says that our inequality is 5g minus 21 is less than a negative 7g plus 27. All of y'all got this right, so that is great. We're going to add 7g to both sides. We get 12g minus 21 is less than 27. And then we'll add 21 to both sides. We get 12g is less than 48. And then divide both sides by 12 to get that g is less than 4, which would have been answer A. Number 4, we had to solve the inequality 6x minus 1 is less than or equal to negative 17. Our variable's on the left, so we want to get our constant on the right by adding 1. We get 6x is less than or equal to negative 16. Divide both sides by 6. X is less than or equal to, then we need to figure out what goes into both of these. That would be 2. And we would get a negative 8/3, which was answer B. Number 5, what is the equation of a line that has a slope of 3 and goes through the point 0, 4? So if m is equal to 3, that means we need to find b, and they gave us the ordered pair 0, 4, so that's actually our y-intercept. So our equation is y equals 3x plus 4, which was answer B. Number 6, what is the equation of the line on the graph? So hopefully you look at that and say, okay, well the slope has to be negative based on the line, so then we could get rid of A and B. So now we just need to figure out, is it C or D? And I would start with your y-intercept. So by looking at the graph, you can see that the line goes through the y-axis at the ordered pair 0, 1. So that means that B is 1, and by default, that would be answer choice D. Number 7, what is the equation of the line on the graph? So I would first figure out what your y-intercept is, which would be 2, and then we would need another ordered pair to find our slope. If you had the graph printed out, I probably would do rise over run, but since I don't, I'm going to pick 2 other pairs. So I'm going to use my y-intercept, that is 0, 2, and then I'm going to use the ordered pair 2, 1, and find my slope. So that'd be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That'd give me a negative 1 over 2. So my slope, or my equation would be y equals a negative 1/2 x plus 2, which would be answer C. Number 8, what is the equation of a line that goes through the point 1, 2 and has a slope of 7? So m is equal to 7, and we have an ordered pair of 1, 2. So that means that we need to find B. And in order to find b, we're going to use our equation y equals mx plus b and plug in everything we know. So we know that y is 2, says our slope is 7, and x is 1, so we need to know what is b. So that'd be 2 is equal to 7 plus b. We're going to subtract 7 on both sides, and we get b is negative 5. So our equation is y equals 7x minus 5, and that should be 7x minus 5 was answer A. Number 9, what is the equation of a line that goes through the points 3, 6, and 2, 4? So since we have only two ordered pairs, we have to find the slope and the y-intercept of these. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So we'll find our slope first. So it'll be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Keep change to get negative 2 over negative 1, which is a positive 2. My y-intercept, we need to pick an ordered pair. I'm going to pick that one, plug it in, and solve for b. So my y value is 6, my slope was 2, my x value was 3, and now we can solve for b. 6 is equal to 6 plus b. We'll subtract 6 on both sides to get that b is 0. So my equation is y equals 2x, which should have been answer D. And number 10, what is the equation of a line that has a slope of negative 1/2 and it goes to the point 4, 5? So that means we need to find b. So we will find b by plugging into our equation. Based on that ordered pair, y is 5, m is my slope, that's negative 1/2, x was 4, and we can solve for b. So that'll give us 5 is equal to negative 2 plus b, and we're going to add 2 on both sides to get that b is 7. So our equation is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 7, which should have been answer B. If y'all have any questions, let me know.